President Donald Trump's job approval rating is at an all-time low, and there's no demographic that is less likely to approve of him than young women. Our Amy DeLaura explains why young women are moving so far to the left.
Shame! Shame on every single Supreme Court justice who voted to take away our rights!
A young woman is seen outside the Virginia Supreme Court screaming in protest.
It's completely outrageous.
And she's not alone. Here's a woman holding up a racist sign protesting then-Republican candidate Winsome Earl Sears running for governor.
Women, life, freedom!
Women, life, freedom!
A 19-year-old leading International Women's Day protests against the war in Iran and voter ID.
And so today we are here mostly in protest.
And of course, the meme we're all familiar with.
President of the United States, President Obama.
What do they have in common? Left-leaning women. According to the spring Yale Youth poll, Trump's approval rating among women ages 18 to 22 is underwater by 54 points, and that's compared with a net negative 15-point rating among all Americans. Interestingly, however, young men are not nearly so down on the 47th president. Young men have just a 27-point net negative rating of Trump, and that 27-point gap between young men and women is the largest gap between any age group. Gallup released similar findings last year, showing as recently as 2001 there was just a 3-point gap between the percentage of women between the ages of 18 and 29 who identified as being liberal, 28%, and men of the same age, 25%. Fast forward 24 years, and today the percentage of young men who identify as liberal is an identical 25%, while the percentage of women identifying as liberal has shot up to 40%. So what is driving young women in particular so far left?
We want to tell Trump that we're not going to stand for all of the hate he spews.
It is most likely not one factor, but several that are reinforcing each other. First, social media no doubt plays a role. The algorithms that compete for our attention are known to feed men and women wildly different content. And the political content they do feed us is designed not only to reinforce our existing beliefs, but also drive an emotional response, most often a negative one. Then there's the fact young women today are more likely to go to college than in past generations. And colleges today are far more liberal than they've been in the past. Not only professors, but the culture on campuses has become more left-wing as well. Young women are less likely than previous generations to identify with organized religion, and more likely to identify as bisexual. The decline in marriage is also playing a role. Women of all ages are far less likely to be married today than in the past. Single women are more likely to experience politics as a woman, whereas married women are more likely to experience politics as a family unit, because her life is centered around partnering with and not competing against a man. Finally, it can't be ignored that women, particularly liberal women, are far more likely to end friendships over politics than any other demographics. A 2021 Survey Center on American Life poll found 33% of liberal women had stopped being friends with someone because of politics, higher than any other group and far more than triple the rate among conservatives. This means the pressure to conform to liberal political views among young women is particularly strong. Young women are not moving left because of one issue or one man.
Women love me.
They're moving left because nearly every institution shaping their lives, social media, college, identity politics, delayed marriage, and friendship networks, frames gender relations as a struggle for power rather than a basis for partnership. I'm Amy DeLaura for Washington Examiner.